All right, welcome to another Space Luchador program. I am the Space Luchador, and today, we're gonna do something a little explanatory or mansplaining for you, right? So there's this guy who's gonna basically say what a lot of gurus out there and relationship coaches and men and everybody that has an opinion over what women do and want, right? And how they should behave. And then I'm going to sit there and tell you that none of that matters. I'm going to show you what's actually important. So stay with me, right? I know attention span. I know you don't like the messenger. Don't matter. If you really want to learn, if you really want to understand women and finally start winning at this game of love and war, well, let's go ahead and jump in, right? And let me tell you what I mean, right?
And women, well, their battlefield is different. Women die for attention. They will wreck their bodies with surgery. They will destroy their dignity with desperate performances. And they will torch their reputations online, all for the illusion of being seen, remembered, and adored. The male drive is sacrifice. The female drive is recognition. Both are forms of immortality. Both are equally dangerous. And both are rarely understood by the opposite sex. If you've ever wondered why men will run into burning buildings and volunteer for wars and work themselves into early graves, it's not just about providing. It's about mattering. A man who has no cause is a man already halfway in the grave. That's why men join armies, gangs, corporations, and religions. They need something to pour themselves into. They need that. They need a hill to die on. Because deep down, men know that their worth isn't measured in comfort. It isn't. It's measured in conquest and contribution. That's what it's measured in. But here's the dark side. Men don't always choose noble causes. A man might die for his country, but he might also die for his gang colors.
All right, now he's going on deeper shade of reasons of why men die and why men do what they do. And while all this stuff may be true, right, I want you to understand and focus on none of that. That means nothing. You should rather understand that what he is trying to say and explain and rant over, right, is a simple thing that if was just shown to you just like this, look at this, and look at this, and I'm telling you, because I already did the math, all right, it's one and the same. One and the same. Let me explain. Men die for causes, women die for attention. It's the same thing. The same damn thing, right? Understand. And like he said, and one of the only things he kind of actually got right would be, right, that neither sexes understand each other. And it's because of this simple fallacy that you'll hear here first, once again, right? And it's very simple. It really is. A man going into the trenches and a man doing this and he's shooting up that and or it's speeding up in a damn muscle car, all right, or honking and hollering, all of that shit, or getting in a fight or doing anything under the sun is to get attention. Same damn thing. Women doing the same damn thing, get attention. Understand, it's the same thing. Only women can't do any of that shit because they don't need to. That's how simple it really is. Now, Now that we gotten that out of the way, right? We don't need these sobbing videos of this guy literally going on a rant about how the world's upside down and it's women's fault, because that's what it's always goes to, right? Well, women today. You don't need any of that. Let me show you how simple it really is. And this is the whole point of this video today, right? That all this is fluff as soon as you understand what's actually going on. So I'm going to move his ass out of the way, right? And then I'm going to let you know before we get started. It's not going to be a long video at all, right? So if you want to help me help you, you can help me by buying me a coffee. There you go, right? The link will be in the description. I'm pretty sure you know what the process is. For those who really want to help, you will find a way, right? So anyways, let me show you what I mean. All right. For this, I take you back to my last video on what women do, right? Understand, they will ignore you. That is another form of attention. Now, I'm going to get into the specifics so you understand, right? We don't really need to touch on what he is doing, right? His video is all about what men do and how it sucks, right? Because we try to gain immortality by dying, which is stupid, by the way, right? Understand, that's the whole point. The whole point is for you to do something now, right? Because it's a trick, it's a fallacy, right? It's a deception. It's the actual point and reason. It's what I'm saying. You see, the trick is this, and it's very simple. I'll just give it to you just like that, right? A woman will say, do this, and you may have a chance with me. 5 guys run and do this quest. 1 guy knew exactly what he was doing, and understand, 5 guys ran to do the quest. The 1 guy stayed, right? To do what he was meant to do. So if you do the math, who actually wins? But there you go, homework for you, right? It's a fallacy. Again, that's the point. It's a trick, deception. Okay? She's asking for somebody to do something. 5 fools fall, right? They all fall for the trap. And there you go. And so once you actually realize what it is, it's just a simple test to see who fails, okay? Now that we got that out of the way, and what guys do and all that other stuff, I don't know if I might have explained it all wrong, but forget about that. We're here for the women now. All right. Now she will ignore you, right? One move or red flag, right, that we're going to get into is wants to avoid confrontation. Now, what does that mean? Well, she may avoid outright rejection to spare your feelings, hoping her silence will send a clear message. Understand how simple that really is, right? And I'll read it again. She may avoid outright rejecting to spare your feelings, okay? And hoping her silence will send a clear message. Now understand how beautiful a message this is. All right. Now, let me explain, because some of you know, oh, how the hell? Because it's the same thing. I'm trying to tell you, it's the same damn thing, right? She may avoid to outright rejecting you, right? Even though she is with her clear silence. Right? Understand. So, you do the math, and what is she actually trying to do? Avoid confrontation. Basically, she's telling you directly, right? She's not interested. She don't like you, period, right? But she is doing it under the cover of her not hurting your feelings, right? However, this is how beautiful the system really is. This is why I like this stuff, because it's beautiful, right? Right? Understand, it's mathematics. Anyways, she wants to avoid confrontation, and she may avoid outright rejecting you. We established that, right? Now understand, a clear message, in the hopes of sending a clear message. Now, how in the hell do you overcome this? How? Well, by knowing exactly what that message is. understand, my friends, this is the next level that I talk about. This is what I teach you, my viewers. Now, I know it's hard to explain. I know it's hard to understand. Hell, it's so damn hard that guys mostly reject the very premise of me telling them, hey, I got the answer. And they look me right in the eyes and say, oh yeah, you do? Let me hear it. And I can see it. They have no damn interest in my answer because they refuse to believe that there is an answer in the first place, because this is so frustrating, right? You tell this to any normal dude, it may avoid, and immediately they'll get butthurt. Well, why doesn't she just tell me what she feels? Because do you not hear what I just said about the damn confrontation? Did you not hear it's a message encoded? Did you not hear me tell you from the very beginning we started talking that it's a damn game? And you're butthurt at the very fact that I'm telling you it's a game? So right there, right off the bat, if anything, and you're actually paying attention, right, you would know that you failed the damn game on the very premise that you don't know how to play the game. So how in the hell do you even expect to get anywhere with any woman at any point in your life if all your dumbass life you never paid attention to the one simple thing of understanding the game? The game you cannot jump, the game you cannot avoid, the game you must know how to play, the game you must learn to love. I hate to say it to you, but this is what it is. And there ain't no way about it. You want to get somebody, you want to make 50K, 100K, now you're in a whole nother damn game. But understand, it's a game nonetheless. Now, yes, you can buy your way into playing a little bit of the game, but at the end of the day, you're set up to lose. But anyways, I don't want to go on that rant. Now I'll give you another example for today, right? Because again, I could go on and on, but I want you to understand. I want you, my viewers, to see that I am not full of crap, that there is something to it, that this is next level and this is the place to be for this information. Understand, no one else out there knows or barely understand. Some are close, but no one else out there is showing you this. All right, this is next level, and I back it up. Now, again, it's hard to understand, right? But here I am, right? So if you made it this far already and you're interested, check it out, right? Here we go. Her replies are brief. Another simple message, right? That you're fucking up. Now understand. All right? Because there's a little couple of rules that I have engineered for you to basically jump a lot of the big mistakes, or actually the little mistakes that lead into a big ass mistake, and then you're shit out of luck. But one of them is this: brief replies. Understand it's a test, right? And all at the same time, it's a message. It's a hint. It's a red flag, if you will. However, here at the Space Luchador, I promote and tell you right here, right now, and I'll tell you again, right? Red flags are about an opportunity. Not anything to be scared of, like every other guru. Oh, it's a red flag, avoid this and avoid that. Well, it's because you don't know what the hell you're doing. And worse off, you're scared. Any little red flag and you run for the damn hills. It only makes it easy for me, right? Or anybody that does know what they're doing and understand red flags are but opportunities. That's it. Right? Now, what do you mean by that? Opportunities that set you up to win. Understand, okay? Now, let me see. Her replies are brief. Well, how many of us have ever been in any kind of relationship and you're sending messages back and forth and you send one big ass paragraph, right? Well, so what are you doing this Friday? You want to do this and you want to do that and all this other shit, and you get a maybe, right, as a reply. Now you're at shit. You're like, well, I said all this other crap right now. You go right back with some big ass paragraph, right? And you get put back right. Well, I'm busy. the messages are clear as day. Basically, you're doing too damn much, right? That's one of them. Two is understand. I am somewhat interested, right? That's what she's saying, by just barely answering you. Now, this leads always to the ghost. No answer at all. No reply. But here we go. If her response to your text or in-person conversations are short and unengaged, or unengaged, that's what it is, right? It's a sign she's not invested. Now, understand, again, another beautiful system, right? And you know, I love this stuff, and it's a beautiful system because it's a code, right? Now, I know it's hard, but at the same time, once you start understanding the space luchador and the way I talk, right, and explain this stuff, just know it's a code. It's just an encrypted code of what this means, right? What I just said. Investment, right? Now, you are all in. That's the point, right? It's what I'm trying to explain to you. You're all in when you're doing a big-ass paragraph text, right, of whatever the hell it is. Oh, how you doing? It could be the stupidest text in the world. But I guarantee you, well, the sun is out and it's hot and warm and whatever, and feel warm feelings. And I was thinking of you and the blah, 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 right? And all this other, that's a big ass paragraph. Too damn much. But if anything, what I want you to understand is this, right? Because it's too damn much, it means what? Let's do the math together, okay? Check it out. For the first time here, Space Lucha program, I'm showing you behind the scenes of the paywall stuff, meaning the good shit, where I start explaining in detail how it really works. This is my one-on-one, for example, to all of you for today's video. A one-on-one example of what it is and how I teach. Okay, check this out. So, you send your big-ass paragraph, right? Now you've shown what? Investment. It's not the message. It's you've shown your cards, the investment that you are all in. Now, you do the math. She now knows this. You are all in. She knows this. What will she do? Do the math. She replies with a quick brief, right? To send a counter message, right? Of she's not invested. You see how simple this is? That's how simple it really is. Now, for those, well, if I'm not invested, then why am I? Exactly. Right? Because you must understand is that she must be invested, not you all in. That's part of the game. But anyways, we'll move on, right? Now I'll show you how you get over this hump later. Basically, you just got to reverse the role. She has to be invested, not you, even though you are indeed invested. That's a whole nother thing to explain and understand. So for now, to make it easy, just understand how simple that is. And if anything, it's a hint. She is replying. Understand? You just got to make it. Turn it around to where she's invested, okay? Anyways. All right. Body language. Same damn thing. Between a text, in-person talking, body language is the one thing that most guys don't know how to read worth a damn. If their life depended on it, they would never understand body language because it's actually so simple and it takes a lot of confidence to read it, right? Because I'll give you an example. Right, I see a girl. Everything, her actions, her words, everything, but her body language is telling me she's not interested. She could see me in my eyes, not for too long, for a couple seconds and say, not interested. But her body language is telling me, you damn right I'm interested, son. Right? So what are you going to do about it? Understand. Confidence. This is where confidence comes into play. Because the body language is telling me everything I need to know. But can my confidence, right, make me get up and do what I need to do. And by this is the work, right? The work. And this work is what basically jumps all the hurdles, right? All the red flags and everything she said. And I know how it sounds, right? That she told me I'm not interested, but everything else is telling me she is. Understand. Now we enter taboo world, right? Where you could, you get all the opinions of it. Well, she just clearly said no, and all this other shit. But again, confidence overcomes all of those obstacles, right? But that's a whole nother thing. I don't want to get into that for now, right? Because then you enter into all this other crap, political world, cuckoo shit. Anyways, here we go. I'll show you. She may lean away, avoid eye contact, right, or put up physical barriers, indicating discomfort and disinterest. Now understand what that means. Understand. This is the next level part, right? And hopefully I can turn it all around and bundle it up and basically come to the conclusion about everything I said. And maybe then you can understand, right? Now check it out. It may avoid eye contact, right? May lean away, put physical barriers indicating discomfort and disinterest. The point is, there is something going on. Understand? Your sheer presence, right, makes her do all these things. Avoid eye contact, physical barriers, right? Discomfort. Others can say with confidence, right, that she's nervous. Why is that? Now again, in any setting where you got people involved, and by this all the damn NPCs and the cock blocks and the haters and everybody else is gonna judge you as some sort of creep. That's just the way it is. It's part of the game. But understand. Now, let's take it back, right, to everything that I said. She may lean away, avoid all that other crap. Now let's take it back, right? Wants to avoid confrontation. There you go, right? So now you can see how it works, right? I just showed you a simple example. Yes, there's a lot of little gears and moving parts and all the little details in between, but I just gave you a simple premise, right, of how this works. There it is, and tied it all together, right? Avoid confrontation, right? That's what she's doing. Now, there's a reason for it. That's what we need to find out. What is the reason? Now, you can take it for what it is, right? Well, she ain't interested, blah, blah, blah. Or you can take it as these red flags that I'm talking about, right? You see, I'll give you another one, right? She only contacts you. This is to give you a clear message, right? Or what it would be, a better understanding of what I mean. For those that are, a little bit there, but just missing that little, that exclamation point. Okay. She only contacts you when she wants favors. Okay, now this is a red flag as well, but this is on the other side, so you can understand both sides, right? The avoidance and the other red flag. Check it out. She may only contact you for favors. If she only reaches out when she needs something, she may not see you as a romantic prospect, but someone she relies on. Now, what does this mean? Same thing. You understand? It's the same thing. On one hand, she's nervous, she's scared, she don't know what to do, right? She don't know how to react and avoids confrontation. On the other hand, she looks for you, needs you, contacts you, right? Wants shit, asks for shit, texts you, in contact with you. Now what do they both have in common? Let's do the math. They both are contacting you, sending messages. Now, let me show you the contrast. What are the differences? Right? One, she's avoiding confrontation. On the other one, she's not scared to engage at any given moment when she wants something. Now, what is going on, right? Let's do the math for the end, to end this video today. But understand, did you see? I hope you understood. I hope I explained it, a little better. And understand that this is next level. Again, if you had any kind of value, if you were interested at all, did I pique your interest? Right? Help me help you by buying me a copy. You can support my channel, my work, and I'm telling you, I'll show you next level comprehension and just the very understanding of this little quick simple system, just that will take you beyond next level of any dude out there right now. Understand that. Okay? Now, let's finish it up. Like I said, she only contacts you for favors, right? But she contacts you nonetheless. The other one, same thing, right? She's sending messages. It's a contact, but what's the difference, all right? Let's just end with that. What's the difference? On one hand, she ain't scared of you. On the other one, she's nervous and afraid, right? Now, any other video, in any other context, right, this would be deemed as, what the hell is this guy saying, right? And all this other crap. And that's when you get into political world and NPCs and all that other shit and opinions. But understand what's going on, right? Just understand how simple it is. On one hand, she's nervous. On the other one, she ain't even scared. So that alone is intel and information for you. Now you have not only a premise, but now you have the problem, right? The equation, if you will. Now, all you gotta do is the math, okay? Now, let's go to the infamous, all right, and the legendary and classic. You're in the friend zone, right? Exactly. So how do you end up in the friend zone? Well, this one always leads to either one of these scenarios, right? It's just a matter of how you play your cards. But you understand, friend zone is still friend zone, meaning you pose no threat. All right? You have nothing under the sun that would make her even worried, right? To be around you, to talk to you, to ask for shit, right? For drinks, to come around and just because, hey, I want to see a movie. You want to come out, buy me a ticket and popcorn and all that shit and take me home? You know how they can do this? Because you got nothing. That's why. You have shown everything you've had under the sun. And now they know you pose no damn threat. However, somehow, they still keep you around, right? And we'll end with this. Using terms like, you're like my brother, it is a way of signaling that she sees no romantic potential. Now, this is the basic interpretation of any dude out there, right? Well, you're just my friend. I see you as my brother. You know, I like hanging out with you, but that's it, right? All this shit. And it's amazing because, again, now that I have established everything that I said, everything I explained, I hope you understand all this is but the same thing, right? In personal form, right? This is the one-on-one in personal form where she could literally sit there and again say, you're like my brother, right? It's, again, a message, okay? Encoded message. Understand. Now let's take it all back. All right. You got the message, encoded message. It goes all the way back to the very beginning. All right. Hoping that you get the clear message. Now, what is this message? All right. Well, the message is here. It's simple. Right here it is. I like hanging with you, but, right, and there's the but, as friends. That's the message. Now you got two, okay? One is, I like hanging with you, as friends. That's the disclaimer, right? Because she knows deep down and understands what you really are and what you're supposed to be. However, once you're in the friend zone, and here's my point, and we'll end with this. Once you're in the friend zone, now she knows you got nothing. So it doesn't matter. But she still throws it in there, right? She's throwing, I'm here for a reason. That's the message. I'm here for a reason, right? Just not yours. Right? So there you go, right? But again, and here's the answer, right? I'm not going to give you the full-blown answer because, well, you got to do the work, right? And, well, I'm going to do all the other answers and everything else in later videos. So there you go. Here's the answer, or at least the hint, okay? What are you going to do about it? That is the message. I'm here, right? I like hanging with you. I like to take your shit, right? All the free stuff that you got, everything. I enjoy your company, whatever it is, right? That's the clear message. And then the disclaimer, right? But I got a boyfriend, or whatever the hell it is. What are you going to do about it? That is the actual message. Understand. That is how simple it really is. What are you gonna do about it? Now, nothing bad, okay? Because most guys in the friend zone end up doing stupid, ridiculous ass shit, right? Like there's that dumbass meme of the guy crying outside some damn building, right? You always do this to me. My life is ruined and blah, blah, blah. Because he came to his friend's house, right, to hang. And there she is in the room with a real man, right? And his world is destroyed. So there you go. Right, but anyways. I hope you understood again. If you guys like this video today, maybe this form of video where I'm not really talking crap about other people's videos and how they're wrong and all this other crap and me reacting on it, because apparently no one gets it or understands it anyways. So I'm just going to go ahead and explain it just the way it would if I was on a one-on-one with the client. So there you go. So if you like this video, give me a like, share, subscribe, comment down below. What do you think, right? We're going to go on probably on the next video. I'm going to show you a little more about this situation, right? A little extension just to give you a preview, right? She's busy or needs space. Now this one comes into whatever, right? She's busy and needs space is one and the same again. So there you go, preview for the next video, and I'll show you how that works. Yeah, so there you go. Help me help you by buying me a coffee. I know it'll be third time in this video, but damn. Hopefully I didn't make it too long. So there you go. I will see you on the next Space Luchador program.